As we were kids, we needed something to be busy on, because let's face it, we used to drive crazy our whole families, and for that they used to give us toys. If you were a little girl, you probably have played with Barbies, and if you were a little boy, you probably have played with Max Steel or plastic soldiers. Personally, since I was poor, I used to play with my toothbrush, mopping it and imagining stories while playing. Yeah, I know, I'm weird. Anyway, from pregnant baby dolls to an unusual pillow toy, today we take a look to 10 of the worst kids' toys ever created. The moment when we decide what we want to be in life is when we are kids. As I was a child, I wanted to be a doctor, and look at me now, I'm a commenter on a YouTube channel. Anyway, playing with the pole dance doll can give you an idea of what your daughter might end up dedicating when she grows up. Believe it or not, this is a real toy with an inscription in the box that says flush and up and down. If you're a fan of Drew Barrymore, then you have probably watched it here, right? Well, since this was a movie that became truly popular, it was obvious that merchandise needed to be created, and this includes an unusual toy with an unusual form. So think about it twice before buying the ET Finger Glow. Remember, little kids always put everything in their mouths, and I'm pretty sure you wouldn't like them putting these toys into their mouths, right? The next toy is the inflatable Wolverine hammer. At first sight, it looks like a normal toy. The problem comes when it needs to be inflated. Once parents realized where their children had to put their mouths to blow, they stopped liking this toy. Someone would think this was created by a Japanese company to make a joke, but the truth is that this toy is in reality a Marvel registered toy, which leads to the conclusion: Marvel people are just a bunch of dirty minds. Whenever kids go to parties, it's common to find an inflatable castle. There are tons of different inflatable toys like this. Some have simple forms, as there are others that look a little bit more like mazes, which motivates kids to think while they're playing. The problem comes when you run into an inflatable like this. What it's known as the slide cock train caused controversy after parents noticed the curious figure this inflatable shows. The creators claim that this is a train, and this is when I asked the audience, what does this inflatable have of a train? Anyway, even if it was a train, I would rather walking or, I don't know, maybe taking the bus. If you have watched Harry Potter, then you know about the Nimbus 2000, which for the ones who hadn't seen any of the Harry Potter's movies, it was like the best broom a magician could get. Well, this broom was a success in sales back in 2000. At first sight, it looks just like any broom that your children can use to imagine they can fly. The problem comes when you find out that this broom vibrates. Just in case you don't get it yet, this broom was not made to sweep the floor but to go on the crotch. This broom was removed from the market after someone posted this comment. When my 12-year-old daughter asked me for this Harry Potter toy for her birthday, I thought she was already too old for something like this, but she seems to love it. Her friends love it and play on bed with this for hours. Even my 17-year-old daughter likes it. I have to admit, when I first read that comment, I started wondering if it was a joke or if it was real. But you know, in this world you just don't really know. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be in the park playing with plastic guns with my friends, but if the Ozynator had existed in my time, I would have rather keep playing with my toothbrush, for real. This is a toy that looks normal at first sight. The problem comes when it shoots its content, which is not water at all. In fact, its content looks like this.
What do you call the new water and ooze blasting Oozinator?
Oh, yeah! Bleh! Gross! Oh, ew! Disgusting!
When you see toys like this, you wonder if people who make them are a bunch of perverts or pedophiles who don't have any other way to spend their time. The Fruits Pop has the shape of a penis, and the concept of the whole toy goes farther away. This due to the fact that once children lick it, it throws a sticky substance, and to make it even worse, the official commercial of this toy says phrases like "suck it" or "suction it." It's clear that this world is upside down. It's true kids are innocent and they wouldn't understand any of these toys while they play with them, and for sure they wouldn't have a problem in playing with this. The Punisher has a kind of missile in his crotch. I mean, the creators could have put it in his chest where there's a skull. And yes, for those who are wondering, this is also a registered Marvel toys, so if you have a daddy man with a lot of ideas for toys that will cause controversy, you already know where to apply. There are plenty of uncomfortable moments in humans' lives. One of them is when a child asks you, where do babies come from? Well, this shouldn't be a problem for at least the first 8 or 12 years of your kid. But what if you buy your daughter a toy like this, the pregnant Barbie? Yes, believe it or not, this toy was once in the market and it caused a huge controversy. I mean, it put parents in the hard position of explaining little kids that babies are not delivered by the store. This was a toy that caused a lot of comments and it has already been removed from the market. We're talking about the Superman Snuggler Pillow. Everything okay with this object until you see it has an open mouth where, well, let's say the slide cock train could be introduced in there. But let's just think this was created to store coffee cups or stuff like that. That'd be much better. So tell me, YouTube, which of these kids' toys do you think was the most pervert? If you liked this video, please subscribe, share and give it a thumbs up. Also, do not forget you can write your comments below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.